'Cause I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world. Waiting on this for a while now. Pay my dues to the dirt. I've been waiting to smile. We holding it in for a while. Take it with me if I can. Dreaming of this since a child. I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world.
Now, please welcome the General Manager of the Shell Oil Products Martinez Refinery and Senior Shell Business Leader in California, Tom Rizzo.
Buenas noches. And to all of the staff, board, and volunteers of HENAAC, congratulations on your 30th anniversary. What an accomplishment. I can't tell you what a privilege and honor it is to be here again this year with you on behalf of Shell. I want to dedicate tonight's videos to tonight's honorees, and I hope they feel like every day is the best day of their lives. They have good reason to think so. These men and women are on top of the world. They have the curiosity to ask why, the intelligence to find an answer, and the courage to make it happen. I could say the same thing for all of our engineers. Those of you who are just beginning your careers or hope to become engineers someday are especially fortunate. You are the architects of the future. Every day you stand on the threshold of endless possibilities, and it's up to you to decide which possibilities you will help bring to reality. I think we talk a lot about the future, but not what it takes to get there. The truth is, change never happens as suddenly as it seems, and rarely as fast as we want it to. It's a building process, with every great breakthrough building on something else. It's not enough just to imagine the future. We also have to create stairways that will lead us there. Engineers in every industry are working on these stairways. For instance, engineers at our Martinez refinery in Northern California are challenged every day with developing new ways to reduce our carbon footprint. They thrive on challenging themselves as they explore new technologies to produce some of the cleanest burning fuels in the world in the greenest way possible. Throughout Shell, we're building stairways towards a greener future for our planet. We envision a world with abundant, affordable energy for everyone, energy that won't compromise our environment. I want that to happen right now, and so does everyone at Shell. That's why some of our research and development is focused on truly transformational technologies. But we're also working on transitional solutions, like more efficient ways to use and deliver clean, natural gas. Hydrogen is another example of the need for transitional technologies. We believe hydrogen has enormous potential as a transport fuel. But first, we need the infrastructure to refuel all those hydrogen-powered cars. So now you can find 2 hydrogen refueling stations built by Shell right here in California, and we're just getting started. Then there's the fuel itself. We're working on low and no carbon ways to convert water into hydrogen fuel, including solar hydrolysis. One of the things we understand about the future is that energy won't just come from one source. Energy is all around us, and you saw some of the ways that we're capturing it in the Shell video. For instance, we're converting coffee grounds and cooking oil into fuel. We're lighting homes with gravity in Kenya, where 80% of the people are still live without electricity. We're even capturing energy from footsteps and the wind of passing cars. The credit, of course, goes to our engineers. And like you, they build on good ideas wherever they find them. One very good place to see this in action is at the Shell Eco Marathon, where budding young engineers remind us of what we're all working for. These young people not only imagine a sustainable way to fuel their cars, but actually find ways to make it work on a racetrack. Their ultimate goal is fuel efficiency, and last year's winners got an astounding 1,985 miles per gallon. This year's event will be held here in California, in Sonoma, and I hope you can join us. If you do, I know the contestants will inspire you. They also remind us that the real future isn't technology. It's the young people who will develop it. And that is true in every industry, in energy, in IT, aerospace, pharmaceuticals, any place, any industry that depends on science and math. That's why I think we have a responsibility to help our engineers along, to become their stairways to the future. So one of the things we do at Shell is sponsor STEM programs that touch more than 1 million students, parents, teachers, volunteers, and other influencers every year. In the San Francisco Bay Area, for instance, the Shell Martinez Refinery sponsors a science lab at our neighborhood elementary school. Some of our younger engineers go over there during their lunch hour just to play with the kids. Now, the kids don't know they're learning about science and math. They just think they're having a good time with a bunch of cool people playing with Legos and robots. But something else important is happening. These role models are showing the students what's possible. Even kids who have never had a college graduate in their families can see that people just like themselves can become engineers. And yes, they can be one too. Now, I'm not telling you all this to brag about Shell's social investment or even our cool technologies. My point is this. Just as today's young engineers are, in my opinion at least, some of the most valuable resources on our planet, so are the potential engineers of tomorrow. And it's through them that working engineers have the opportunity to make the most profound difference. Beyond anything you can do in your 30 or 40 years in your fields, even beyond the day when your own work to build a better future becomes the reality of the day, you can continue to have an impact through the young people who look to you as role models. When you make a difference like that, now that's when it feels like the best day of your life. And I can't think of any better role models than tonight's honorees. But the Volunteers for Great Mind in STEM's Viva Technology program are just as impressive. Shell Oil has partnered with Great Minds in STEM on many levels, but I think it's our engagement with the kindergarten through 12th grade community through the Viva Technology program that's the most fun for our employees. We sponsor multiple Viva Technology programs, including the annual STEM Showdown in the Gulf Coast region. On behalf, thank you for a wonderful evening, and we look forward to many, many more Viva Technology events for years to come. Thank you.